Hi, it's Jay. As my inventory is growing larger and larger all the time, I'm always thinking about new ways to store my jewelry because, again, I have a very small house. If you've watched my previous videos about how I store my jewelry, it's mostly the same as it was, but I was just going through some rings for an order and realized that I had this new system I came up with, and it's really something really simple, and maybe you've already thought of it, but I didn't do this before, and it made it hard to pull rings because I had to dig through this huge bin full, and it was hard to find. So what I did was I started taking these little bags and I actually separate all my rings by color, and then all of the bags are just inside this little shoebox bin. And it's pretty close to full, but there's a lot of rings in here. So when I need to find a blue ring, I just grab the bag with the blue rings. It makes it a lot easier than it was previously when it was just a bin full of rings. So that's just an idea. And then I've talked about this before, my awesome spinning rack, which is pretty filled to the brim. And I have lots of bins on top. Those are overflow bins for headbands, hippie headbands, regular headbands. I also now have a bin for my hoop and my post earrings, because those don't hang really well on here without bumping off the rest, and they take up more space. So I decided to keep them in a bin instead. I also have a bin for bangle bracelets and cuffs, as well as a lot of the urban leather snap bracelets. I keep those in a bin. And then I finally decided to just keep my garment rack up all the time, and this is another overflow for me. You can see I have my necklaces. They're somewhat organized. They're not as organized as I would like them to be. But most of the time I'm just pulling them for orders, so I can usually find what I need pretty quickly. And I have this handy dandy little thing here that I keep my strips that I got from the Dollar Tree. I hang my hair clips on there, and actually I'll show you over here on my spinning rack. I have more of those that I've been using. You can see here I have some Starlit Shimmer bracelets. Behind those I also have Starlit Shimmer earrings. See if I can show you those. They're hanging on a strip. And then a bunch of bracelets are on there also, just because, again, my hooks on this rack were just getting too full. I still have some bracelets there. So it's somewhat organized. And I do have a really small house, and so even with, I don't know an exact count of what I have for inventory, but it's got to be around 1,000 pieces, if not more. And I'm able to store it all fairly well without it taking up a lot of room. So I think that's about it for now. Yeah, I guess so. If you guys ever come up with any questions about things, about how I do stuff, and you want me to make a video about it, just let me know, because I'm happy to do that if it can help you out. I know we have some newer people that just joined us, and you probably have tons of questions about how to do things. And, you know, I'll share how I do it. It doesn't mean you have to do it the same way, but it might help you also come up with your own ideas of what will work for you. So I'm happy to share the information anytime, so just ask and I will share. So, talk to you soon. Bye.